Hello everyone, and welcome to a new series that I'm going to start, and it's definitely different from the content on my channel. It's Can I Beat Persona 5 Strikers with only using Joker? Now, before we actually start going into this first episode, I'm going to lay down the rules just so we are clear. The set rules is that I'm only allowed to play as Joker, no one else in my party is allowed, so therefore I'm not allowed to use any all-out attacks or any Baton Passes, unless I am forced to use other party members, which we will see later down the line. Hello, Future Bim here. I've been sitting on this project for over a year, and I realized that I should probably make this video. And in the process, I googled if someone else has done it, and yes, technically it's been done, but the things that they're doing is that they're actually doing this on a New Game Plus file with Arsene, fully maxed out with this one ability that can just instantly down enemies, making this a lot easier for them and just spamming one attack with 999 HP and 999 SP. So this is, for the record, a new file. This isn't going to be any cheats or anything. This is going to be on a brand new file with no new cheats at all. Anyway, back to what was happening. I will also be playing this game on normal mode. Not easy or hard, just normal mode, just because I feel like that's probably going to be the best option for me. So before we start, we actually had to name our character, so I named myself Bimmety. So starting off this challenge, I actually thought it'd be not that bad. At the first start, you're actually forced to play with a party, so you are forced to play with other people. However, you can't really Baton Pass, so you don't need to actually use them. You're still only using Joker, so I couldn't do much about this, so I just used Joker. Fought my way through the first part of the jail. And I am not going to be explaining any other stories, so you don't have to worry about me explaining story. I am just going to be covering the gameplay aspect. When we actually get access to the first jail, this is when things start to get a little tough. Because as Joker, I am, again, not allowed to use any Baton Passes or all-out attacks. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to do all-out attacks. I don't have Baton Passes. And if you have played the game, you've learned that all-out attacks are basically your best friend. Yeah, during any boss fights, I am not allowed to use any all-out attacks. God help me. My first issue was actually just a regular fight with a hard persona, and I didn't beat it. That one didn't even... Jesus! Wow, okay, I suck. Alright, that's good to know. And I decided to run away from the fight and just move on. So progressing through the game, the actually first parts that were actually really hard were starting to get those mini bosses between the cores and all that. Oh my god, this is gonna be hard. So after actually getting the first core, I had to figure out how the gameplay worked. The gameplay I had to use was the combo system, because the combo system uses up no SP, so therefore I can use persona attacks without using SP, which would be great to get the shield down and allow me to do one more as a follow-up attack. So I decided to use that system so I can conserve my SP, because at the very start I am level, 5? And just no SP. Obviously, that's a big bummer. So I'm deciding to just use those combo attacks for SP attacks. As I progress through the game, I am learning of persona abilities, the combo attacks, and all that. And we run into the first real roadblock, core fights. This sucks. I could not pass any of them. They are ridiculously hard because you do not do any damage.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
Because you can't Baton Pass, you can't do anything like that. You can't do much. So therefore, you gotta just do the combos and get the shield sound so they have a few seconds of them not attacking. But the good thing to know is that they don't have really many attacks that they vary, so once you know their attack patterns, you can learn how to dodge, and dodging is your best friend. My god, use that button. That button is there for a reason. Use it, please. Please. This fight took 45 minutes. Anyway, the dodge button is going to be your best friend, and you're definitely going to need to be using it a lot. Attacking with dodging is going to be very helpful because, again, since you are only Joker and you only have one life to worry about, you're going to die a lot. And in fact, I've died so many times that the game kept recommending me to go to easy. Yeah. So after kind of brute forcing my way through the first core fight, I end up just getting the core and moving on with my life. Next up is the first hacker battle. And yeah, I also forgot about these. Yeah, these are not easy either. These are definitely not easy. The first one was actually pretty easy because of the skateboards. I was able to use the skateboards to my advantage and ended up just wiping out a lot of the shadows. Those outside attacks, those phantom dashes, are going to be your best friend. You have no idea. If you see one, use them. Use those party poppers, skateboards, etc. Every single one of those is going to be your best friend. And I like to mention at this point, now since I am traveling through these jails at any ease, and I'm not really talking about the fights in between, is because the fights in between, not really that bad. The fights in between you can get used to. It's just when you first start off, when you're literally level 2, it's just a pain because you can't do much. Since you can actually just leave the jails at your own will, you can regain HP and SP whenever you feel like. So it's actually not that bad, so I can take breaks whenever I want and not really worry about it too often. So to get to the third core, we actually are required to do 2 hacker battles, and those ones were a little tough because of my lack of outside resources that I could use to my advantage. And these were a lot of small, denser places, so I did die twice or 3 times, I don't remember. Oh, that's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. Why? So after doing that, and then heading over to the third core, we ran into another hard fight, which obviously took me a bit, but I got it down. Again, use combo system, use the outside resources, and you should be fine. Then we get the third core. The third core is the final core, then we are forced to leave the area. You're so close! After collecting the third core and heading back home, we then decide to go back to the jail and sacrifice Joker. An easy win because you are only able to use Joker. This is funny because they're supposed to be teammates and they're just gone. It first try. And after we did that, we decided to now head to the castle, which then things started to ramp up in difficulty. First off, there is a side boss fight in the side hallway that you actually have to get to the castle, and that was dumb. These fights were not easy, and definitely I would say, again, you're doing not a lot of damage, so you're definitely gonna have some hard time with this. For the boss fight before the castle entrance, that took a bit. And basically that was kind of hard, and I don't want to relive that. I'm not looking forward to the boss fight. Making our way into the castle, we actually do not need to worry about having enemies fight during the puzzle sequence because I know the patterns and all that, so it's not that hard. But then I forgot about the boss fights in the castle. So first one, leading into the elevator, wasn't that bad. I only died once, but that was just because of stupidity and nothing else. Second one was, I took a bit longer in the elevator, but again got it down. And then I forgot there was one more. Not again. And this one was like the Archangel one from previous, and I did not like it. It took a bit, it was harder, but I ended up getting through it somehow. Making our way into the first gatekeeper battle. I was not pumped. In fact, I was scared. I am starting this at 8/16, March 15th, 2021. Let's see how long this fight takes me. And this is not even the final fight, so fun. Because if I was struggling on these types of fights, how do you think I was gonna do against someone with more health and that has better attacks and it can almost one-shot me? How do you think I would feel? So, after stocking up on healing items, I decided to just go for it. And before I even pressed go to destination, I forgot about fusing personas. I did it a few times, but then I realized I could probably get better at personas since I'm about to fight the actual boss of the jail. So I decided to fuse personas, and this is when I got Slime. Slime has really good defense for physical attacks, which is what that boss does. So I used him for the fight, and his combo attack is a weakness to that fight. So that helps. But then again, it's not easy. The fight did take a bit, and it did use a lot of my healing items, but we eventually did it, and I was kind of mad because I did it first try and everything else took multiple tries. First try? First try. I did it. I did that first try.
What was that rumbling?
Moving on. And now to the main fight. The main fight. The first jail. The main fight that everyone probably was waiting for in this episode. And this boss fight is hard. It's only one per enemy, so you don't have to worry about multiple people attacking you. But this clip just explains it. Here, look at this. Oh boy, I'm gonna be here for an hour. Oh, I do no damage. Oh no. No, you're not blind. And yes, you saw that right. You do not do much damage. You do nothing. This is stupid hard. It's not because the attacks are hard to dodge. It's just because you do no damage. And this is what basically the whole run goes to, is you do no damage to anyone. So, this fight is ridiculously hard, and it is definitely going to be a factor for all these jails I do later down the line. Anyway, this fight took a long time. It obviously took a long time, and since I did no damage, I had to use the outside resources to my advantage. However, it's only party poppers and a pole, which I found later that was pretty much obsolete since I'm not invincible while using it. Therefore, I could basically get absolutely destroyed while using it since I can't actually get off the pole without the animation ending. I didn't! I got... Oh! So, after using all the party poppers, which barely got me through the first phase, we ended up with the second phase. The second phase is a lot harder because it's a lot more movement. She moves way faster. So obviously, it's definitely going to be a change of pace. But after learning her attacks, it's not that bad. You just got to take it slow. Do not rush your attacks. And use those combos like I've been saying this whole episode because, again, that's going to be your saving point for literally everything. And you'll eventually beat it, but it's not an easy fight. Even though I did beat it, it still took forever. It is a long fight, and it's definitely going to continue throughout the series later in each jail.
Whoa! Looking cool, Joker! Wow, Joker, how you get into it?
Oh my god! I was so nervous! Oh! Oh! Oh my god, I was so nervous at the end. Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god. I did it. I beat the first jail. Oh my god. That took so long.
Enough.
I was so nervous at the end. I was so close to dying, but I did it. I did it. Oh my god. So after defeating it, we did it. We got through the first jail. It only took 5 to 6 hours, but we got through the first jail. And we're going to move on to the second jail in the next episode. And if you guys are actually excited to see that, hit like, hit subscribe, ring that bell if you want to get notified when the video comes out. I don't know when I'm going to be recording it, but if you guys want me to start live streaming it, again, leave a like, because I will live stream it to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Bimmety, and I will definitely stream it, just so you can see my funny moments and me struggling with these fights while I play through the game. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I know it's very different from the content I do, because I do a lot of Clone Hero stuff, but thank you for everyone for watching. This definitely took a long time to make, and I am actually pretty pumped to make this series a thing.